Okay. Today is one of those days where I will continue to hike my ass to VPL. I'm not like super engaged with hiking my ass to VPL like all the time like this. Like I'm kind of like, oh, let me just can I turn it there we go. I'm not like super engaged with like hiking my ass to VPL 24/7 on like a couple of different reasons, mostly just because of like I do know what it's like to like commute to school, by the way. Like I do walk to school if I'm smart enough in my life. I used to walk to school on campus. I like walking to school if there's a bus involved. There's still a bus involved. You still have to like get to the location to do the thing. Sometimes the things happen once a week. Sometimes they happen 3 times a week. School is a lot. Going to university is a lot. And I understand that. Putting other things in your schedule is a lot. But to discredit anyone who's working in a different type of venue is hilarious to me. As if, hi, this isn't Karlie Hart. Like, you know exactly what this looks like. I'm so sorry. Like, when I take the video, it looks funnier. Like, I'm like, oh, my pornography, what's in my body, my textbook. Do math with me. Like, I'm not like stupid. Like, I know what that looks like. And I also am like, and if you do want to fuck me after this, we do this modern optics and matter waves thing. I'm totally down for that. Don't even worry about it. Because I'm totally considering that this has like rings in it. Like, right? Like, you totally understand what I'm doing, right? Like totally. And like, I totally know that like, if this is right here, and we know that we like this one, and we like this one, like, I understand what the concept. I was mukbanging on Chatterbait. I had like 650 followers because I was sitting there playing the hallucination, going, "Do I know the words in this book? I'm not sure." But it sounds fun to look because I'm supposed to learn actually, and I think it's actually more like intellectual or whatever. So it's like ingrained, engaged. Sorry, is my like go-to because this book is called A Dictionary of Kanyan Keha Mohawk with Connections to the Past. And I actually do have a pretty good understanding of how to say like okay, so like my gums is tianke ke on my gums is rea dea like his gums eko rea te his gums uh akuine te ha her gums um and like you like I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this content on my feed. I'm really enjoying engaging with these indigenous individuals who I can actually talk to about the difference between the way that I've been taught how to spell Mi'kmaq, and then this dictionary says dictionary language of the Mi'kmaq Indians, and it's spelled completely differently. And I'm not like not engaged with this book not being real too. Like if this is how they were spelling it at the time, it's more important that this is how they were spelling it at the time because this is also engraved in like a leather-bound book. Like this is a type of braille. This is a way to teach someone how to read, right? Like the braille dots. This feels like braille dots too to someone else. Like it's okay. Like we don't have to be scared of these things. And then the fact that there's like so many dictionaries is because there's like an American thesaurus. This is like all the words that are the same. These might be in different languages too. You have to look up the concept of etymology of some of these words. So like the word government, for example, is one, the continuous exercise of authority over a political unit. You can also use the words administration, command, control, direction, governance, and rule if you're smart enough. You just have to know how to rephrase it because some people won't understand that legalese. They'll have to change it back to government, and you'll have to say, oh, yeah, like the authority of, like, for example, like this administration is like right wing, right? And so, like, when you get to the authority of this administration is right wing, you can replace it with the word government. But that's how that works. Last but not least, thank you everybody. Welcome back to Who's Wheelchair with Karlie Hart. Today we have picked up the Gems Girls Guide. Everybody, it is the Gems Girls Guide. It's not a girls guide, but you know what I mean. One second, I'm just gonna put that up on Canva. Sorry, I'm just like laughing. I had to like come down for a second. So this morning, right before I got in here at 9:30 some odd, I smoked I smoked 0.25% of the Stolo haze that I bought this morning. Like fresh this morning. It's still in BC. It's one of the only like cannabis small packages that's at City Cannabis on Robson right now. It is like basically what's like like left over because of all the like BC like postal, and it's kind of nice. It's all the locals. I'm understanding which companies are local right now and like which ones are willing to like get things here as soon as possible, and I'm kind of appreciative that it's still this indigenous one for sure, making sure that like they're here on this territory and like in the store like there's like 3 pre-rolls under $20 in the city. It's like it's really ridiculous. Like if you're not going to the RV downtown, I do know why, because support your like local cannabis dealer, whatever's there. Like please make sure that store stays open through the postal strike. That's not like daft or stupid. Like you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just laughing because that's like 7 different versions of porn. I recorded a video this morning. I was like, how much pornography? Who's jerking off? Hi girls, love you. Hi boys, love you. Hi theys, love you. If you're jerking off, you can be. You don't have to be, but you can be. I don't mind. Like, I understand that, like, if you're here at 5 minutes and 56 seconds, like, there's a chance you're going to pay me later for this. Like, girl, like, stipend your pornographers. You know what to do. Like, not everybody gets to, like, pay everybody every day, and I understand that. Like, thank you, Meg Q. I won't call you. I know, yeah, Megan Sue. Yeah, you know, like, thank you for unblocking me. That was nice. That's an adult, mature move to do because your LinkedIn is public. Thank you. That's my TA comment. As an adult who met you at a friendship table, thank you. That's respectful to the person who's older than you who has hosted the Zach March. Thank you. That being said, you all know the adult mature move in this queer community radio channel that I've created, Sam Gidding style, is not to behave like PM to Gottmik last night. I'm still not laughing. They them zussy girl. Sorry. If you know, you know, please go over to Disney Plus and register for a potential low income trial. If you're new to the channel or the scene, or just head into your local homeless shelter. Sometimes there's like Netflix and Disney Plus there. And sometimes they take like a couple of days of like you sticking around to like catch up with something you're missing. Because if you still haven't watched Res Dogs, I am considering this podcast my silly little girl crossover of Bear's narrative and Sam from Dear White People. Sam White. It is Sam White, I think. I think it's stupidly Sam White. Like, every time I forget. 1 second. Dear White People 20. I watched the TV show personally. Your connection is not private. 1 second. I watched the TV show personally, and I'm not mad about the fact that I've only watched the TV show. I am going to get to the movie, but I'm more engaged with the updated TV show, actually, knowing how the movie has been critiqued and the response narrative back and forth. But I still have to watch the movie. I'm not like stupid. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really watch the movies you all tell me to watch the way you think I do. I read a lot of reviews of how they've gone wrong. And I like watch a lot of like snip clips, and I don't watch things like full straight through sometimes. Sometimes it's like pieces and chunks because it's actually triggering to go into some of these tags and be like, oh yeah, just so you know, like someone literally warned me that there were no trans. I will actually be, oh, no, I'm gonna be so honest. Sorry. With so much love and respect, hi, I care so much about you, Andy. Congratulations on like whatever you're doing right now. I'm sure you're like so successful because you usually are like somewhere hiding in a corner. Like you're a genius. Thanks for warning me that there were no trans men in Pose. Besides like one episode? Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for warning me. It was a really, really, really respectful warning from a girlfriend at the time, and I really, 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 really honored that. I cared so much that you warned me because I already knew, and that was why I was avoiding it in full. And I was really appreciative of someone in the community saying, on warning, girl, no trans men in this show, just so you know. And I said, thanks. That's actually the biggest trigger I think I'll hear because I think I do know that. And I think hearing it from someone's mouth out loud, that did it for me. That did it for me. I was like, that's sucky. What was I looking for again? Breaking news 21 hours ago is Israel striking on Gaza City again. Why is it Gaza City now? I'm just lost about. That's not something I'm like. Welcome to the news channel. This is the point. Oh, it's Sam. I think it's Sam White. Dear, what channel? What did I change? What gear did I change there? 2017. This is when I know I'm on fine gears because I'm in the same It is Samantha White. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Sam Giddings is the character from Until Dawn. I still haven't watched the new movie. I am triggered about the new movie. It looks too fucked up. Like, something about that movie did not go right. Like, that cast, someone in that cast is gonna have PTSD. Like, I'm so sorry, divas. I have PTSD from a relational video game shoot that we did because in high school I did like a reshoot of this on the Hager Creek. Like, it was just lol. But we did a reshoot of like this Until Dawn chase sequence with zombies instead of Vindigos. And it's not giving not Wendigos either, by the way. Like, it's funnier. And I'm like, wow, we actually might have just shot it because we used a drone. And I'm like, lol, don't ever say that because I know that they all did it. But like, jokesies, it looks like someone played some games with footage if we're not stupid. But that's on another TV show I like. So I'm actually not engaged with the fact that all of these like weirdo things happen at the same time sometimes. And I'm not either, by the way. Like, sometimes it's creepy. Sometimes it's creepy how the world works, girls. And that's called the golden ratio. That's called the golden ratio. Welcome to Gems. Welcome to Gems Girl Guides with Grade 7, Mr. Jeffries at St. Paul's Catholic School in Burlington, Ontario. That's how it works. Happy Catholic school with a teacher who understands the golden ratio. 11-11, make a wish. On Radio Girl Vibes, I have always wanted my little like radio channel like my entire life. I used to run around with a clipboard being like, can you sign it? I'm gonna be famous one day. Like, I was stupid as fuck, don't even worry. I was like, this is how it works, right? You like petition with your little like fundraiser sheet. Everyone on my block hates me. One day I'm gonna be famous. I don't even know what that means. Everyone's supposed to be famous and I'm supposed to know what that means. All you should know is that there are girls who are more famous than me already, and I think I need like little girlfriends. Like, if you're cool with being like in the like groupie of like the fact that I'm the smallest one here and you all have to be my like older sisters. I need I feel so stupid. Like, I did not grow up like this in the middle because in university, like basically right as I like turned 15 and had a breakdown about like this feeling, I realized I was bisexual. I was gonna get rated out of Catholic school, and I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna jump ship like right now. My sister's already jump ship to the public school. This should be really, really, really easy. Like, now I'm only here for a program. There's a school computer lab that's way smarter there than I wanted it to be at Assumption in Ontario. At the time, yeah, absolutely. There was like a communications technology system that was paired with Nelson, but I was like, no, the proximal distance walking from my house at the time was so close. It was like 5 to 10 minutes. And then Nelson was a 45-minute walk from me. And it's about a 45-minute walk on like a bad day to get like just past the library. So like from where I am right now. So it's like not like yada, yada, yada about any of it. I'm just really aware that like Megan's art with a Q in the middle. I am not scared of talking about where I went to like grade school, by the way. Like, that's all. Like, I think that's my line. Like, when an artist says shit like that, I'm like, you're hiding where you got trained. That's not funny to me. And that's just like unfunny to me on like a political level because it does involve who trains you, and especially in this day and age in colonial Canada when we're talking about like residential schools and like the trauma drama of like calling an open Catholic school right now residential school, which is still what I would like to do, by the way. I'm not like stupid about Catholic schools, bitches. I don't know why that lived reality isn't truth. This is a very stressful thing for a lot of us. Like, there are a lot of us who are browner than that, okay? Like, that some of us went to Catholic school and we're, no, and we're realizing like we were the ones told, okay? Like, I am. Me personally, Kayla Vanessa Estreva, I am the one who was told I was white to protect myself. To protect them from not killing me, bitch. They started running around. They were like, just run your mouth as a white girl. Just run your mouth as a white girl a little bit. And when it's time, it's time. And I got told that from inside the school from a lot of them. Like, a couple of them. No one's gonna fucking die. It's time to successfully continue onto like life paths. Yeah, absolutely. Like, when it's time for you to come up, it'll be your time to come up, bitch. Like, welcome to like life and celebrityhood. Welcome to like the internet in 2018. Like, there is no difference between like my friends and like his cousin, by the way. Like, his cousin. Like, some kid who walked into the audition at the right time because the right white director is there. And like it is just the right white director girls. You know how hard it is to walk into the right brown audition room when you're like mixed race like this and you have 2 visible hand tattoos that no one wants to cover? Like, oh my god, like everyone in the house of Lola has got no tattoos, bitch. Why are you all like this? I've never been this like anti a tattoo girl. Never in my life. In my life will I ever actually yell at son of a butch, by the way. Like out of drag, that fucker got too many tattoos to be that light skin. I'm like, eh. And then it's always a mess because I have a breakdown because something else that happens that like this individual is slightly white enough to accidentally partake in, yada yada yada. Like you want quantum scale it? Yeah, I don't give a shit. But I'm like, oh, I'm just aware it's a white group. It's fine. Like your entire circle is whitened, and I've noticed that. I'm the brownest, whitest one in it, and then the next person is brown, and then it's all blacks. Like on like an accidental derogatory clause. I'm so sorry. It's like all blacks vibes. Like yeah, like it's the way people say it in the space as black people, if you will. Like it's about like whether or not like someone's saying don't wear braids to anyone. I'm like, oh, you live in an indigenous nation. What is going on? I literally laugh every single time I hear this. Like, why do you think that like this hasn't been said? Because I've heard it. And why do you think you can say it to anyone in the middle and be like, you're not racist enough to do that? I'm like, I've heard so many weirdo things about my braids in the last like little while on the sidebar. People randomly calling me a race swinger. I'm like, which one of you in drag is perpetuating this? Because I really don't want to say it's Batty Banks. Like, I'm sorry, Diva. I know it's one other individual at the very least who's perpetuated it just enough to cause a problem. And it's just enough to cause a problem because people listen to this individual because they're black. That is not true. Indigenous people all deserve their braids as far as I'm concerned. And if there's a rumor about which browner person, and in my opinion, browner person is or isn't allowed to wear their braids, and I don't give a shit if they're browner or actually not browner, if they're browner at all, compared to someone who's white who gets to wear their Dutchy girl braids? Absolutely, motherfucker. Are you shitting me? No sense. This is where I'm confused as to why I'm even getting called a race swinger sometimes. Sorry. This is where I'm like, let me pick up my books again. And the only one I don't understand is a dictionary of the language of the Mi'kmaq Indians. And I also understand I'm reading it in Braille. Like, I understand the big, like, the big blue one here with the fucking green stripes, like the warm cold colors I like. Like, I actually just care about the rotational value of like a shade, like in a gemstone. Like some of them, like in a bright like amethyst gemstone, there's like a shade of purple in the middle that's a dark purple, and I care that there are whiter shades on the edge, and then it gets black again. Like, I don't know why I'm talking like this, so I'm so sorry. This is an info dump session. This is where I go. This is what I'm trying to pull up. 1 second. Intro track Until Dawn. No, I'm stupid. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up on Spotify. Higher quality. I'm upset. It's 10:09, and I feel like I have a radio show. I feel like I have 20 minutes in the morning for someone to listen to me ramble now, just like I kind of wanted. And I really wanted to do this like in a booth too, and I get to do it. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like amalgamating stipend income in a second because now I have like content that I can produce, and I actually can just quantify the fact that I have this recording studio and I got my little podcast. Like, hi, if you're watching and you care, I care. Like, I really do. Like, my good God, it's really hard to get like bullied out of understanding your followers care about you, especially when you're like, and I'm not trying to like petty myself into being mixed race in the middle here or whatever, but like, thanks for some of y'all for checking me actually. Like, I'm really glad that I'm not stupid. Like, when I need to be checked, it's fine. Some of you need to pretend you're nicer, though, to black people. Thank you. When you as a white person are calling a black person in, as a white person, I'm allowed to say I have a trigger warning. I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. Someone came up to me and was like, I love you, girl. Your show's too white. And I'm like, girl, don't even know how much I know that. How much I know that. Give me a minute. I'm actually going to try to figure this out. This involves funding. This involves a community of black girls hiding in a corner, and I know it does. And it involves a community of black boys hiding in a corner, and I know it does. Because there is no way the photos on this birdhouse Instagram that I've been forwarded look this fucking ghostly Asian white for boys, boys, boys. Like, no way. Like, I am not in that audience. I'm so sorry. I'm not that, anti-black. I am not that anti-black. I am not that anti-black. That is like going into Rice Cake and knowing it's a Rice Cake show. Like, that's not funny to me. With love and respect, Rice Cake has an all Asian reputation, has a rated reputation for being all Asian and like their fet influence following. Like, I understand that. The venue is kind of the same at this point, in my opinion. Like, looking at like the cast of the Rocky Horror Show, that is sold out there, by the way, but it is sold out at a smaller venue, and I actually am aware of how late these tickets sold out. So sorry, Days running it. I do respect the organizers, by the way. Like, I'm not stupid about the two of you. I am just aware that like someone doesn't chalk up any time to a concentration camp in their own land, and now I'm like kind of a little bit pissed. But if we can have a conversation about that later, I think we can. Thank you so much. Like, I actually really respect that. Like, sorry, I'm slanging and I'm not trying to. I'm like looking at my screen and I'm like, oh, I'm like looking at my like what I'm gonna play for like the remainder of this 20 minutes before I like hastily forward this to myself when I get kicked out of the room or whatever. Because I'm like, I'm actually just thinking about what I can play right now and like what I can bring into the room for a sec. Because I do respect that. I think that's actually a conversation that needs to happen, because someone's speaking on my legal land when they live in an area with a concentration camp, and that's different. I'm so sorry. Like, I'll actually end up in a different vocal tone entirely. I'm so sorry. Anyways, like, let's just, you know what? Sure, I don't know. Maybe I will sing again. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. This is Benny on the dispatch, yo. Attention, your attention. It's Benny and I'd like to mention I'm on the microphone this morning. Honk your horn if you want it. Okay, we got traffic on the west side. Get off at 79, then take the left side of Riverside Drive. You might find West End's your best friend if you catch the lights. And don't take the Deegan. Big Poppy is in town this weekend. Sorry, Dominicans, take Route 87. You ain't getting back in again. Hold up a minute. Nina, you're home today. Of your dad, he's on his way. It's good to see your face. Hold up a minute, wait. You used to run this dispatch, right? Check the technique, yo. There's a traffic accident that I have to mention at the intersection of 10th Avenue and Jacob Javits Convention Center. And check it, don't get stuck in the rubbernecking on 192nd. There's a double-decker bus wreck. Now listen up, we got a special guest. Living direct from a year out west. Welcome her back, cause she looks mad stressed. Nina Rosario, the barrio's best. Honk your horns. She is smiling. Say hello. Hello. Good morning. I'll let you work. Thanks for the welcome wagon. Anytime. Anytime, Nina. Wait here with me. Sorry, off. It's getting hot outside. Turn up the AC. Stay here with me. I am so high. I hope that sounds okay. So sorry. There's your over 20. So there's your intermission, I guess. And thank you so much for a second while I figure out if I sound bad, lol. If anyone can tell me what musical theater singer you think I sound like, I'd actually genuinely like to know at this point, because I do think that I sound too much like Anthony Rapp, And then I feel like I'm like way too like suave with a white girl because I do know I'm like racially blacker, right? Like I'm super aware next to someone with no hand tattoos. I'm supposed to be the like I'm the pimp girl. It's okay. Like I have two hand tattoos. I can be the black like light skinned pimp next to someone who's whiter than me. It's still gonna racially par out. So sorry. Like I understand that. Like that's not like this and the other. You know what I mean? Tattoos are tattoos. It's a little different. Anyways, I'm like, sorry, that's like a whip high. I was practicing this morning in the fucking street because I was like, girl, what happens when I have to go into an audition now? Because I used to do that all the time. And I am not quite sure how I feel by the end of this conversation when I have to remember that I'm an actor and some of you don't want the microphone. And I have to go, I am really, really, really sorry, girls, but I do auditions and I am aware that like I am probably competing for roles with someone else. And it's like okay, but I actually do know that like I actually do need like a backroom quality that does substandardize no knives in the back room. And that includes white girl eye attitude to me and my black colleagues. And that includes when you're in the wig adipose and also myself. I don't like giving this white girl side eye. If I'm giving this white girl side eye specifically, and if you want to say white girl side eye girl, tone it down. I'll be like, sorry, inner white girl, like give me a second to clock myself. And if you can write it down, I'll remember it easier because I will actually take a physical note. Like I'm so sorry. Like it's probably a script that I memorized that I'm like thinking about too hard because I used to do like a lot of plays, okay, like a lot of them, and now I'm like thinking about all the scripts that I've memorized for like the reality of like walking into the audition room and instead of being given the script for the show, being given like, hey Karlie, can you read this page from Teen Wolf for the audition? And I have to be like, yeah, sadly I can. And they're like, can you play Scott and or Allison? And I'm like, yeah, I could, don't worry, that's not difficult. And like that's a really easy conversation to have with like an agent. And I'm like really aware of what I'm like actually just like prep qualitying because I actually do think I have too many followers to like I'm like thinking about the like Majda Brani immigrant set where he goes, fight the power, lie, 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 lie. I fucking love that one, even though it's like so mixed up. Like it traumatizes me so much as like an indigenous person to be like, I know how you feel. Some of them don't like trans people. You don't know they're not all good brown people. But I do. I know not every brown person is a good brown person, and I'm kind of aware that like there's a conversation with like how Majda Brani talks about like his cousin and or yeah, I think it's like his cousin or whatever. And how he's like, well, he might get deported if we're not careful. And if the FBI show up, I don't know what I'm gonna say, because I will say that he's my cousin and he's Muslim. And I'm more aware that like there's like a hysteria in Majda Brani's voice where he's like, I actually do know whether or not Majda Brani's cousin is a good person or not. Like, there's an inherent fear of like being like, oh, I actually will get someone hurt. And I don't like that feeling either. But I'm actually so I want to deport a white blue-eyed person. I don't know who it is. It better just be Hazel's contacts. I'm just good if we get rid of Hazel's contacts, girls. Like I'm sorry. Woof, I hit that mic so hard. Sorry, I don't like woofing like that. There's your porn. If you were waiting for that, there you go. Get rid of the contacts. I'll pay you money to get rid of the contacts if you're smart enough. Get her out of the contacts. A black group, please get her out of the contacts. They're so white. They produce like white Nazism, and the room isn't safe enough. I don't think it never has been for me. I've gotten flirted with so incorrectly in this room like so many times. By the way, like personally, I know it's because people aren't trying to clock me at all. Like it's very interesting to see someone come up to me, Karlie Hart, and be like, it's like, it's girl, right? Like I've got that, like right, like I'm not like stupid, like it's girl, and I'm like, sure. That's okay. Like today, yes. Hi, welcome to your therapy session. I am a transgender man on paper. You can call me a girl. Are you calling me a girl as an AFAB person or as like a gender nonconforming person? Can I just clarify? And this individual goes like, as a gender nonconforming person, and that's when I usually get to talk to this person like really nicely, and like we flirt and we like yada yada yada. But I'm like super aware that if you say as an AFAB, I will walk away. If you say as an AFAB, I'll go, there are a couple of them over there. Thank you. I use AFAB like so sparingly. Like I actually only use it to explain that I have a uterus and that it's like completely clinical. Like I have an AFAB diagnostic basically based on my like assigned sex at birth like category in like 1999. It's okay. I had it for a very long time. My current ID does not have a gender marker on it. I believe that my BC one will come in with a gender marker on it, and it will probably be F again because in BC, my gender ID is assigned female at birth still. My birth certificate has not been updated or changed, and there is no like pathway to change your birth certificate for gender like that yet, safely on a clinical like legal level, because on an international scale, it is still illegal to be queer and trans in like 79 countries. By the way, it is 2025 in Vancouver, British Columbia. But sometimes I say it is 2025 in Vancouver, BC, and I'm like, lol, before Christ, girls, before Christ, welcome to the Jewish nation. And I'm like, that's how fucking jokesies I get though. And if you can't deal with that level of jokesies, I'm not sure what to say. I don't think that's necessarily true, but I do laugh about it. We have Jew Girl stars on main from Bimbo YVR right now, and I'm like, ah yes, they go the way out. It's the 8th year of the reign of this individual in Japan whose name is Reifra, and it's so funny because I'm like, wow, yes, once again, Rogues come back in Vancouver. I actually don't know if that's how you like pronounce. I'm like learning like I got my Macedonian dictionary yesterday. I finally had enough courage to just like stick it to the library and be like, I'm gonna get them. My Macedonian books. There's 2 of them. There was 2 of them. There's like 2.5 of them. I got the 1 second. Oh, 1 second. I'm just connected to the headphone. I picked up these 2 books and then a couple other. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I was like, oh, it's on the wrong side. I can tell it's like my halfsies. I picked up a couple other books. I picked up like a cult following or something. It's like a beautiful like pink toned book with a broomstick on it from the first not written from a teacher from the first university that has the first occult history and like occult magic degree, like praxis degree now. So it's in like I think it's the Edinburgh area or something, like somewhere in like the UK. But the UK will always be ahead on stuff like that because they have a printing press that we don't. They have like a legal level of like qualitative printing press that has been like stolen between nations as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I'm concerned, it had been, but that's another conversation. Because we have small printing presses in different areas, and we actually do have like a different level of like communicative praxis in certain spaces. And I'm aware of the like speed at which like, for example, like this book, this Hypocrisy and Concise Dictionary, Macedonian English to English Macedonian by Judith Wermuth. It says, recently independent following the breakup of Yugoslavia, Macedonia is unique and emerging. It's an emerging status as a nation struggling with political, economic, and linguistic identity. Whether you consider Macedonia a dialect of, and the sticker's over it, but I can like see, of a Bulgarian or a language of its own right, this book should be useful. Basically, it consists of 10,000 modern entries and a pronunciation guide, and it's like very. Okay. It's written in Cyrillic, but I'm aware of how Cyrillic and Hebrew adjacency code, like language and like script writing looks, and how we read like pages in this area. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's 10:26, and I'm gonna have to go in a second. I'm so sorry, divas. Wow, look at that. But then this other one I picked up, look at that perfect timing. Hopefully, well, is this Eastern European phrase book, and it has Polish, Czech, Slovak, but a tiny section of Slovak, like such little Slovak, Hungarian in a mid-sized section, Romanian, and Bulgarian, and it is like 375 pages, and the Slovak section is like not even one of the fifths at all. Like it's 1/5. It's 5 sections, and then Slovak and like it's a thesaurus, like it's like a dictionary page at the back. That being said, go to the public library wherever you are and pick it up, and then look at the maps on the back too, because the Yugoslavic map is not broken up yet on this Eastern Europe phrase book, but it looks like there's like a lot more of like potential risk area in Bulgaria, Greece, like lower Macedonia area. Like it doesn't look as like natural as a couple of maps that I used to look at in grade school. And although it was residential grade school, I do have a lot of feelings about that. Anyways, thank you so much. Who's wheelchair today? A little bit of a mess. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. I'm drawing stickers at the library, and if you want them, you can go find them at Linktree, linktr.ee/Karlie Hart's iPod. You should be able to find my resume on Main somewhere in there. And the link to order stickers, it's PayPal's up and whatever. And I actually just appreciate right now, this is the strongest thing I got going for me. In a minute, I'm hoping it'll be a cart, but so sadly, this is what happens when you're working in the downtown east side as a sex worker selling stickers, not at people's faces. It is a really, really, really big disparatical difference that like non-nappy artwork gets sold this quickly, and that's just on like praxis law. And if we can leave it at that, I think we can leave it at that. I'll take your name out, bitch. I respect the fuck out of you as an artist, and you know that, but I need you to draw more black hair. Thank you so much and have a great day. XOXO, Karlie Mizrahi Hart. See you later. Bye.